What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update today. Got plenty to get through. So, before I crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then make sure you help support my channel by subscribing, pressing that red button, pressing the bell, and putting your push notifications on. Don't forget also social media links you can find in the description below and popping up on screen too if you want to go and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to go and hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget also leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video and let me know your thoughts of these transfers in the comments below. So without further ado, we've got a lot to get through. Let's crack on. So first up, we're going to start with the ins like always, and we've got an update on Houssem Aouar. Now Lyon, they want €50 million for the central midfielder, which to me, for the 21-year-old, doesn't seem too bad a price. Apparently there's lots of interest, not just from Manchester City, but from other clubs too. I'm not too surprised at that with a price at €50 million for a good quality central midfielder. If I'm honest, if Lyon are looking for €50 million, I'm surprised with lots of interest they're not looking for a little bit more money and to get a bidding war going. But as far as I'm concerned at this moment in time, is that that's not what they're looking for. So maybe they're a bit cash strapped and they're looking for quick money for a decent quality player and getting. And €50 million, don't get me wrong, is a lot of money. It's just maybe they could get a little bit more. But yeah. That's a situation that we're going in at this moment in time. But if City were to sign Houssem Aouar, it would mean now that Fernandinho will become a full-time centre-back at Manchester City, and I highly doubt we'll see him again at defensive midfield. So I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments below. Would you like Houssem Aouar at Manchester City? Of course, David Silva will be leaving when the season, if it does end, when it ends, is when he'll be leaving in City. They may well use Phil Foden, they might look at a central midfielder, I do not know, but for €50 million for a decent quality player who's of the right age in Houssem Aouar, I think give it a go if that's what City want. Now, next update, we've got an update on Nelson Semedo. Now, sources in Barcelona, they're saying that they want €40 to €45 million for him, and they would consider a swap deal. There's interest from Tottenham, Inter Milan, Juventus, and Manchester City. Tottenham's been offered Nelson Semedo in a swap deal along with another Barcelona young player in exchange for Tanguy and Ndombele. I'm not too sure what the development is on that transfer, but as far as Manchester City are concerned, there is a growing belief at Manchester City that Nelson Semedo to Manchester City would be doable, but it more than likely maybe like the Danilo deal where there's money involved. City signing for €45 million, they sign Cancelo for €40 to €45 million, and there's an exchange of a little bit of money. But to me, I value Nelson Semedo at exactly the same as Ciao, Cancelo, and if we're going to involve them two in a swap deal, I don't think any cash should be involved. I think they're both of similar quality, both of the similar price. Why does there need to be cash involved? I feel like City, if they do want this, hold firm. If not, I'm more than happy for City to keep hold of João Cancelo. Now, we've got an update on Ruben Dias, the Benfica centre-back. Now, Benfica, they're not willing to sell unless his release clause is met. His release clause is believed to be €87 million. Clubs are struggling to be able to pay that amount of money due to the pandemic. City, though, however, remain interested. Now, Benfica, it's simple. They're going to need the cash, but these reports, like I said, they wanted the release clause to be met. Other reports are saying actually that Benfica are willing to struggle with the finances, are willing to just lower their amount from that €87 million. And if that's the case, then City may well be interested. There was emphasis put on a reasonable price to be paid. Barcelona are believed to be interested too, but they're apparently valuing him at half of that €87 million and valuing him at just over £40 million, which is around €45 million. Like I said, Barcelona are interested, Manchester City are interested too. How much would you pay for Ruben Dias? Let me know your thoughts of that in the comments below. Now we've got a ding 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 new name alert for Manchester City. It comes in the form of Facu Pellistri of Penarol in Uruguay, a young player, 18 years old. He's a winger. There's lots of interest. Manchester City apparently are one of 8 clubs interested in bringing him in from Uruguay. Other clubs that's being mentioned are Wolves and also Real Madrid. So a new name City are being linked with. But speaking of new names, it takes us on to another ding 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 new name alert again. Comes in the form of youngster Josh Adam of Celtic. Now the Sun, not the most reliable this, but still, they've been reporting that Manchester City are looking for a cross-border fee. Never heard of that one before, if I'm completely honest. That's new to me, but there we go. If someone knows any more details of a cross-border fee, just let me know in the comments below. But apparently Manchester City scouts were impressed at his performances in a competition last season in the Netherlands, and apparently now Manchester City want to bring him into our academy. He's a midfielder, 16 years old. Now, speaking of More new names. Ding, 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 ding. Another new name alert comes in the form of 23-year-old Lucas Martinez. Quarta? I don't know how you say his name, but he plays for River Plate over in Argentina. I don't know too much about him, but he is a centre-back. Apparently, River Plate are looking for roughly 22 million euros, so we're looking at roughly around 20 million pounds there or thereabouts. That might be the unproven centre-back that Manchester City are looking for the right price too, of the right age too. That would be interesting to see. Apparently though, Lucas, he wants a move to Europe, and he believes now is the right time for him to do that. Manchester City are interested, but I wonder if there's interest from elsewhere. I don't know. Like I said, it's a bit sketchy on the details there, so I'm not sure how reliable that source is. But we move on again, got another update, another in. Like I said, we've got lots to talk about in this video. Comes in the form of Dayot Upamecano. Now, apparently he's set to sign a new contract at Red Bull Leipzig, which means more than likely he won't be leaving them this summer. But the new contract, on the positive, is only going to be a one-year extension, so it'll be a contract until 2022, and he is going to have a clause which will allow him for next summer, so the summer of 2021, to leave Red Bull Leipzig. There's no word over if there's a change in his release clause or not. It is just over £50 million. I think it's around £51 million. I don't know if this new contract means it's going to go up. We're going to have to wait for him to sign a new contract and get details of that. I think Red Bull Leipzig would be a little bit crazy to not put in a bigger release clause, so he could still leave this summer if clubs are willing to pay that. I do not know, but like I said, we need to wait for the contract to be signed to get more details. So we're going to move swiftly on and go into the outs, and this is really interesting. Comes in the form of the future of Zack Steffen. Now, Fortuna Dusseldorf in the Bundesliga, they have expressed an interest to taking Zack Steffen back on loan for another season, for next season, if they are going to still be in the Bundesliga. Now, I find this really strange because Claudio Bravo is going to be leaving Manchester City, and so we've already got a ready-made number 2 to fight for Ederson for that number 1 spot at Manchester City, and providing good quality because he's a good, solid goalkeeper, Zack Steffen, and I'd be surprised if he wasn't going to be at Manchester City next season with Claudio Bravo leaving. Other people are going to mention about Aro Muric. Aro Muric, of course, didn't make it at Nottingham Forest, instead ending up not featuring and not getting many minutes. So I imagine the best thing for Aro Muric would be one of two things. That would either for him to have another loan or to leave Manchester City permanently. If he's sitting on Nottingham Forest's bench, is he good enough to be challenging Ederson, is where I'm going with this. And of course, I think Aro Muric is a quality goalkeeper. He just needs minutes under his belt, and of course, a loan would allow him to do that. If that is the case, and Aro Muric goes out on loan, and Zack Steffen again goes out on loan, I'm going to say this right now, Zack Steffen, if he goes out on loan again, does not have a future at Manchester City. Next season is the point for him to come to Manchester City. If he doesn't, then I don't see him staying at Manchester City for too much longer. I imagine he'll be leaving for a permanent deal, and that means then City, to add to our list, are going to need to sign another goalkeeper. City, of course, with a pandemic, aren't going to be spending as much as what we'd probably like in the next upcoming transfer window. We're going to have to just leave it be, and maybe take our transfer business over 2 windows rather than 1. I mean 2 summer windows, by the way, with that. But Aro Muric backing up to Ederson, we've used it once. It could work, I do not know. But yeah, I'm looking for quality. I'm looking for Ederson. He had an outstanding season last season. This season he's been good, but he could be better. And I feel like just quality competition could do that. And Zack Steffen would be the perfect one to do that. And so for him to go out on loan again, I feel like nothing's to be achieved. I feel like he's done everything he can for Fortuna Dusseldorf. But I could be wrong. We'll wait and see with the developments on that. Last but not least, in the transfer news update for today, comes in the form of the future of Thierry Ambrose. He has joined Metz on a permanent deal after the Liga 1 season was ended, and they have avoided relegation. There was a clause in his contract which meant that if Metz stayed up, they would sign Thierry Ambrose on a permanent deal. That has now happened. The fee, €2 million plus some bonuses there. So well done to Metz for staying up, and good luck to Thierry on his move to France. I hope he goes and aces it, and wish him all the best in his career. So there we go. That has been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, let me know your thoughts in the comments below of all these stuff. Don't forget, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video to let me know that you enjoyed the video. Don't forget also, subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, put your push notifications on. Social media also in the description below and popping up on screen if you want to go and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. We'll be back with daily Manchester City transfer updates when eventually the summer transfer window does open. Like always, hope you're all staying safe And well, don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all again for the next video. I've got a couple more videos coming out this week, so stay tuned for that. Go and check out my other videos too, and I'll see you all again for the next video. So I've been JSGC. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Oh, peace. Ciao for now.